Here are 5 simple habits that are going to change your life for the better. If you've clicked on this video, I'm here to give you a little bit of advice for free. On my journey from going from 0 to 7 figures with multiple brands, there's a lot of lessons that I have learned. I'm gonna pass the top 5 of these onto you guys for free in the hopes of improving your lives and what you do. If you take these lessons and apply them to your own life, I guarantee you will have so much more success than the people who just operate on cruise control. Number 1, believe it's possible. Your whole life, you are going to be surrounded by people who will tell you what you can't do. The reason they want to tell you what you can't do is because they've accepted that they will always be mediocre. They've accepted that they are always going to be, for lack of a better word, fucking losers. Now, if someone is a complete loser, where is the joy in their life? It's not in their work, because they get up at 9 o'clock, they drive to Starbucks, they get in their shitty car, they go home to their shitty partner, in their shitty house, they have no ambition, they have nothing to strive for. So their only joy in life is to put negativity on people like you. So the one tip that's going to change your life is you need to believe that it is possible. Whatever it is you're trying to do, however big the project is that you're working on, if you're around people who tell you that you can't do it, you have to block all of that out. You have to constantly believe in the mindset that you can do it. You have to believe that anything's possible. If your start point is it's not possible, no matter what it is you're trying to do, it's just not going to happen. Because how can you do anything if you don't believe it's possible? You genuinely need to believe it's possible to be able to start to do anything. So the biggest tip I can give you is you have to believe what you're doing is possible before you even start. Number 2, surround yourself with other people who believe in you. If you're surrounded by other people who believe in what you're doing and support your vision, the chances of what you're doing succeeding is 10x to 100x to who knows how many x. The point is, if you surround yourself with people who not only support your belief, but push you in the right direction to get you where you need to go, the odds of your business succeeding, the odds of you hitting that goal, of stacking that win, of reaching that target, of getting the business or the brand or your agency or whatever it is where it needs to go is going to be significantly improved simply by aligning yourself with people who believe in you and by aligning yourself with people who have already succeeded at what you're doing. That is the second tip that's going to help change your life. Here is the third one. Stack small W's. That means wins. If you can constantly stack small wins every day, you're going to see the results a lot quicker. What I mean by this is don't constantly chase the big W. Don't constantly chase the big win, because all the big wins are a result of just stacking small wins on a regular basis. A smaller win could be getting up an hour earlier. A smaller win could be staying up an hour later. A smaller win could be getting 5 tasks done in the afternoon instead of 4. These are all small wins, but if you stack them up on a daily basis, stack up these daily small wins over 365 days, and then see how that improves your life over 1 year. So stacking up wins and small incremental successes is going to get you closer to where you want to be than constantly chasing that big goal. I'll give you an example. One of my largest businesses ever that I've ever had in my entire business career made $2 million in 1 day. Now that's the big W, but that big win only came from a year's worth of stacking small wins. Every single day, doing something I didn't want to do, getting a legal contract done I didn't want to do, meeting with an accountant that I didn't want to meet that day, getting up an hour earlier than I wanted to get up, working back an hour later than I wanted to work. People see the big win, right? Everyone's going to see the big win, but nobody's going to see the smaller wins that you have to stack along the way to get to the big win. So what I'm saying is reward yourself and don't beat yourself up over not getting the big win. Because if on a daily basis, you're just stacking small W's and small wins every single day, there's 365 days in a year. So you're incrementally moving the needle closer to the big win, even if it doesn't feel like it. So you have to normalize stacking up small wins on a daily basis, because that's going to get you way, way closer to that big win that's going to change your life. So that is tip number 3. Tip number 4, be insane enough to do things other people won't do, to have things that other people won't have. Every single person I know in my inner circle, everyone I've mentored, everyone I've worked with, my clients, my seniors, my investors, my mentors, anyone who's made 0 to 7 figures, you've got to be a little bit off. And you've got to be willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do. On this journey, people are going to call you cringe. People are going to say, this is stupid. People are going to say, oh, I don't know. Oh, that's so lame. They're creating content. Or, oh my God, look at their cringy online business, blah, blah, blah. They're the same people who are going to be patting you on the back when you hit the big time. When you've achieved your goals, those same people who called you cringe or called your business little or called your content creation lame, those exact same people, and I promise you this, are going to be there to pat you on the back when you get the massive win. So you need to essentially be a little bit out there and do things that those idiots aren't willing to do in order to have things that those idiots aren't willing to have. Case in point, you've got a friend, they work at 9 to 5, you're doing content, you're creating a business, you've started a brand, whatever it may be. Those same people would never ever have the balls to do what you're doing. In fact, if you've made it this far in the video on these tips, then chances are you've already done more than those people. So you need to understand that if you have the same mindset as those people, you're going to get the same results as those people. You're going to work your 9 to 5, have a boring life, a shit car, a shit house, a shit relationship, shit everything, because you've chosen to be the same as everybody fucking else. However, if you normalize doing what those people won't do and behaving in a way that those people won't behave, then you're going to succeed a lot quicker. And this is the 4th tip that I've had to apply in my life to see the results that I want to see in my businesses, in my development, in everything that's made me this type of person that I am today. And the 5th one is, whatever you're doing, don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it. And normalize failing again and again and again and again. You have to turn failure into such a fun game that it gets you off. As bad as that sounds, you have to get off on failure. I've seen startup entrepreneurs who start a brand or a business or an agency or whatever it may be, or even a content creator, and something doesn't work, a video doesn't pop off, sales don't skyrocket, something doesn't go the way that they want, and they really beat themselves up. When this happens to me, do you know what I do? I fucking celebrate. When I have a failure, it's like the best day of my entire life. I'll go have a little glass of champagne. I might have a glass of whiskey and a cigar if I'm with a friend. If I don't feel like drinking, I might go for a run or pump a gym sesh. What I'm saying is I will celebrate the failures. And you need to be able to do that, because in order to hit the biggest goals and stack the biggest W's you've ever had your entire life, you have to be comfortable with failure, because you're going to fail a fucking large amount of times. But, if you can normalize that and get used to it and see it as a positive thing, then it's not going to be that much of a scary journey. Because if you take 2 men, could be a woman, but I'm just using a man for this example. Take 2 men. This guy loves to fail because he knows when he gets the win, it's going to be massive. This guy hates it. He's emotional. He doesn't have control over himself, and he has failures and it really pisses him off. This guy's going to get demoralized after the first 5 or 10 failures. But this warrior is happy to fail 99 times because he knows that the 100th time, that's where his life's going to change. That's where the whole world is going to open up. That's where he's going to rise to the cream of the crop and be better than all the people that never took any risks, that never believed in him, and who are terrified of failure. So if you can learn to love failure, if you can learn to embrace it, this is going to change your entire life, and any goal that you're working towards is going to be 10 times more attainable simply by falling in love with failure. Now, these are the 5 main tips that I've used in my life to improve what I do in my business. I'm giving them to you for free. If you've made it all the way at the end of this video, please leave a comment. I hope that it improves your life, and I'll see you in the next one.